Pokemon. The franchise with our beloved mascot Pikachu. Wait, no, wrong file. There we go, Pikachu. I've always been a fan of Pokemon, from the games to the anime, and so I decided to embark on the ultimate challenge. Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke. The rules are simple. I can only catch the first Pokemon I see in each route, no second chances if the Pokemon faints or flees. If my Pokemon unalive, they get boxed. No cheating, no rare candies. Nuzlocke starts when we get Pokeballs. Here we go. We started off our journey with the wonderful Charmander Blaze, and easily defeated our rival Toast in the very first matchup. Honestly a no-brainer, but the Nuzlocke hasn't started yet, so I was breathing easy. We stumbled our way up Route 1 and entered Viridian City. After receiving a package from the mart, we returned to Professor Oak and obtained our first Pokeballs. This was it, the start of the Nuzlocke. I was excited, full of optimism, that I would completely fail and unalive all my Pokemon. But still, I took my first steps into Route 1, waiting for my first encounter, and was rewarded with Datrat, the Rattata. Feeling confident after my first successful catch, I went for Pokemon number 3, my Route 22 encounter, who promptly unalived Datrat, but we welcomed Monk the Mankey to the team anyway. So I mean, all good, right? Feeling a little less confident, I wandered up to Route 2 to get my encounter. The encounter that changed it all. The encounter that started the most burning hatred for a Pokemon I have ever felt. Weedle. This Weedle poisoned and nearly took out my entire team at 49 minutes into the Nuzlocke. But we survived, and every Weedle that crossed my path after was burned to a crisp. After that brush with the end of it all, Blaze was ready with Ember, and my team and I wandered into Viridian Forest and welcomed Sparkly-Bug, the Caterpie. We made it through the forest with no incidents. We grinded for hours. My Pokemon and I sweated at the thought of having to face our first gym battle. Brock, Rock-type. Our current team was Charmander, Mankey, and a newly evolved Metapod. We took on the first trainer battle without incident, allowing Sparkly-Bug to evolve yet again into Butterfree. And then it was time. Standing beside Brock, I began to question my resolve. Was this really the right move? I almost lost the Nuzlocke already. Could I really defeat the gym leader? Yes, I absolutely could. Monk and Sparkly-Bug carried the team to victory without even blinking. Elated from the win, I moved my way to Route 3, where I obtained running shoes, and we welcomed Wiggly, the Sparrow, to the team. Now it was time for the second hardest challenge I would face. Mount Moon. The thought of the rocky walls closing in on me filled me with dread. But still, I stepped into the foot of the cave and obtained Rickroll, the Geodude, as another member. We journeyed deeper into the Cave of Despair, and we came across Team Rocket Grunts, which we took out with no incident. But we almost lost Blaze to poison from a battle with the scientist over the fossils. Feeling shaky from the close call, I stepped onto Route 4 and let the clean, fresh air blow away my troubles. The air also blew in Snake, the Ekans, to the team. It was that time again. With Cerulean City looming in the distance, we had to grind. It was the only way to be able to take down Misty. After hours of grinding, a close call occurred, rocking my confidence once more. Rickroll, poisoned by an Ekans. We made it to the Pokemon Center while he clinged to 2 HP of life, but he was safe. And it was back to the grind. To give more security in defeating Misty, I decided to wander up to Route 24 in hopes to catch a grass type, but first I had to get through a rival battle in Nugget Bridge. No incidents. I made it to the other side with more confidence and obtained Ingredient the Oddish for my troubles. And then, tragedy struck. With too much confidence, I barreled my way into Route 25 and challenged a trainer standing there. I made a fatal error in my calculations. I let the winds get to my head, and I relaxed so much that we lost our second Pokemon, Sparkly-Bug. With my mental state in shambles, I wandered my way down to take the Team Rocket Grunt that dug through the house and defeated him to recover Dig. I wandered aimlessly still and obtained Jonge the Pidgey on Route 5. After that catch, my confidence was slowly returning. I immediately headed down to Route 6, catching Scrungle the Meowth, who then promptly unalived on the same route to a random trainer. Maybe this confidence was my downfall after all. Hoping the tides could change in my favor, I stepped foot into Viridian City. The sea salt-filled air drove me to obtain an old fishing rod, and I tried my luck welcoming the Magikarp to the team. It was in between the feelings of despair and confidence. The growing dread of taking on Lieutenant Surge's Raichu sunk like a rock in the pit of my stomach, so I decided to try my luck in Diglett Cave. A Diglett against Lieutenant Surge would be an easy victory, surely. But fate had other plans. As the Diglett landed Monk in the red, she screeched in anger and landed a critical hit. We lost the security, but my confidence in Monk being the ace was growing. However, I still wished for another Pokemon to fill the slot, as we would have to leave Uwu and Jonge in the box when going against Lieutenant Surge, so to Route 11 we went. Monk promised not to unalive this one, and we welcomed Sleepy the Drowsy to the team. The confidence was back. I was feeling good with the Pokemon I had on my team. I decided to grind on the SSN and easily took out the rooms. I turned the corner to face my rival Toast. His Pidgeotto nearly took out Sleepy, but we ended up victorious and received HM cut for our troubles. As I stood on the dock, watching the SSN sail off into the distance, I found myself feeling confident once more. Maybe we really could defeat this Nuzlocke. Maybe Lieutenant Surge wouldn't be that large of a deal. Just maybe. I decided to teach Cut to Ingredient as I made my way to the tree standing between Lieutenant Surge and my 3rd gym badge. I approached the tree, asking Ingredient to showcase his new move, and nothing. It was in this moment I realized my grave error. I never took on Misty. I was so consumed by the guilt and shame of losing Sparkly Bug, I aimlessly wandered without thought. Without hesitation, I rushed back to Cerulean City, and Ingredient absorbed the gem, gaining us our 2nd gym badge. Now it was finally time. My 3rd gym badge was within reach. Before walking into the gym, I taught Monk how to dig. She was in fact my ace, my carry. We defeated the trainers in the gym with ease and stood before Lieutenant Surge. With a deep breath, I initiated battle. Voltorb and Pikachu stood no chance against Sleepy and Monk. With Monk remaining out, Lieutenant Surge sent out his Raichu. Shockwave. But we were still in the running, landing Raichu in the yellow. Shockwave. Monk was gone. Our ace. Snake was sent out as fodder. It had to be done to heal Sleepy. Shockwave. Snake was gone. Sleepy came out full power, landing attack after attack, but a super potion later and another shockwave. We lost Sleepy. Blaze ended the battle, winning us our 3rd gym badge. 3 badges in, but at what cost? We'd lost our ace and our other strong Pokemon. Pulling John Januo from the box, I contemplated my abilities to keep this run going. I had to. In the memory and the honor of the Pokemon we lost in this last gym battle. I traveled to Route 10 and obtained Red Static the Voltorb. My team would slowly grow again. I could see the next gym badge within reach, an easy win. I entered Rock Tunnel and obtained Poi Poi, the Zubat. But the tunnel was too dark to proceed. I wandered for hours making no progress, only to end up back at the entrance. I needed Flash. I retraced my steps and once again I was on Route 9. I got a trainer's eye and without seconds to blink, I had lost Jonge the Pidgeotto and Meowth. Dread was slowly falling over me once more, but I pushed on, through Diglett Cave to Route 2 to get Flash from the Professor's aid, back to Diglett's Cave, where it all went wrong. A level 29 Dugtrio stood in front of me with Arena Trap. I could not recall Ingredient, and he was lost. I could have run away. I could have walked away, but I stayed in, foolishly. I lost everyone. Blaze, Red Static, everyone but Poi Poi. Poi Poi, our lone survivor of the Nuzlocke, a Zubat, could not learn Flash or Cut. There was no way for me to proceed. We've lost so many Pokemon on this journey, I didn't think we'd get as far as we did. And with this, not being able to carry on, not being able to move forward, with just a Zubat, with just Poi Poi, it feels like the best thing to do. The best thing to do is to release Poi Poi from our existence. Fly free, Poi Poi. And forever carry the memory of the fallen soldiers with you. Take our thoughts, our memories into your legacy as you carry on throughout the wild. Live your life, Poi Poi. Live it free. Live it strong. I will not have you unalived on the battlefield. You will forever be in memory of the journey we've taken here today. In the end, we might have lost the Nuzlocke, and I have no clue how we lost Uwu. But it was fun. It's definitely a journey I'll take again, maybe with a bit less confidence overall. If you like this video, please leave a comment and a like to let me know. Thanks so much. See you next time.